that went to attend comes to brief me. The team that went to attend was the Vice President, Mr. Ricky Akafumba, the Secretary General, Mrs. Atanga, Mr. Mumbi, the Presidential Spokesperson, and Dr. Atanga, husband to Mrs. Atanga, and Mr. Franklin Membe. Suffice to state that the only people that are assigned, because in that meeting they said only the president plus 1 or 2. So I only assigned the Vice President and Mr. Mumbi, because the Secretary General previously had indicated to me that she had family problems in Solwezi and she was going out. So I did not know that she was even part of that meeting. But when they came, the 5 of them, I did not mind, because they were all members of the Central Committee, although the other 3 were not given the assignment. When they briefed me, I indicated to them that I've heard what transpired, and I directed the Secretary General to call for an urgent Central Committee on Saturday in Luansha at 10 o'clock, so that we can throw what was discussed at the Alliance meeting to the members of the Central Committee to make a decision. To my surprise, this morning, we were only informed that there was a press briefing chaired by the Vice President of the party, and in attendance was the Secretary General and also Mr. Mumbi. In short, the same people that went to attend the Alliance meeting are the ones who called the press briefing. First and foremost, that press briefing was illegal, because the Vice President has no powers, even the Secretary General, to convene a meeting or a press briefing of the party without the knowledge of the President, who is me. Yes. They have no right to convene a press briefing, to call any meeting without my authority as President. Whatever happened there happened, and they have said they have expelled Chishimba Kambwili as President of NDC. The question is, what constitution did our colleagues use? Our constitution is very clear on how a president can be expelled or hounded out of office. It has to be a full Central Committee, or 80% of the Central Committee must convene. The president must be charged with an offense, and that offense must be an offense that is stipulated in our statutes or in our disciplinary code. The president must respond. When the president responds, Central Committee will sit and deliberate and a decision made. Now I want to ask my colleagues, with due respect, where did they hold the Central Committee? As you can see here, these are members of the Central Committee from Lusaka. These are Lusaka based. Like I said, we are going to have a Central Committee on Saturday comprising all the provinces. But for the purpose of this press briefing, I called the Lusaka-based members of the Central Committee. Suffice to state that we have consulted with all the provincial chairmen and all the members of Central Committee except these who held the press briefing. I want to appeal to our members to be calm, that no president has been expelled. And you've seen this before. When Nyamusenge again expelled, but was that a legal expulsion? People don't learn from history. When you are starting a war, assess the risk. Assess the risk. You cannot be a fluffy dog wanting to bite a lion. There must be something wrong with you. You cannot be a fluffy dog, fluffy, nangu sausage dog. Where is Bella? And you want to bite the lion. You can't do that. So our friends are in a hurry to achieve what they want to achieve. Members of NDC and countrymen and women, what I have refused, or we have refused, all of us, is it with exception, all of us except those 5, is to accept to be in an alliance where the NDC is going to be swallowed. How is the NDC going to be swallowed? Our friends have said they only want an alliance to be called UPND Alliance. Our suggestion was that, look, if we have to stand on one ticket, all of us, from president to the councillor, we maybe find a neutral name, say Northwest East Alliance, Zambia Alliance, Opposition Alliance. Then we can all run on one political party. But if we're going to run as UPND, then if you're going to run on UPND, then each political party must be given some constituencies where they are going to field their MPs. That is what is known as an alliance. Yes. An alliance is not a merger. You don't take advantage of your friends. You have to respect others also. But I don't want to go into details because we have to discuss this at the Central Committee. And after the Central Committee, by 12 hours on Saturday, we shall announce to the nation the way forward. Because I do not carry the absolute power to decide on behalf of NDC. NDC has got a body which has got the Central Committee. I cannot call 9 of these who are here, like our colleagues who are 5, and say they have expelled the president. What a joke. But this is what desperation can do to you. My dear brother, Mr. Kafumba, please rethink your decision, because I feel sorry for you. Like I said, when you are starting a war, assess risk. Assess the risk. Why will it take me to build a party, suffer for it with one MP, then you accept that, oh, this MP now can now come and run on as UPND and we lose? For a party to be respected in Zambia, you have to have parliamentary representation. Yes. You already have a member of parliament. You want to say, in the next election, you stand on UPND. Automatically, that member of parliament becomes UPND. Yes. Where does it leave NDC? We are not against the alliance. Not at all. And I heard sentiments, Mr. Tanga saying, Mr. Kambwili told me that I can never ever work with HH. Please, let's learn to be factual and tell the truth. We were 14 political parties. 14 political parties in the alliance. We remained the only, I think it's only 2. It was only NDC and UPND. The others are individuals. The others are individuals. We stuck in there because we want this thing to work. But anyway, I don't want to give details today. I just want to assure members countrywide that what Mr. Atanga, Mr. Akafumba and Mrs. Atanga have done is neither here nor there. They have not expelled me. They cannot expel me. They have no powers. And if they are not careful, they will expel themselves. You see, when you want to leave, just leave. Don't, because if you're talking to them, rethink your decisions. And I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. But I don't want to say much because everything will be tabled in the Central Committee on Saturday. And by this broadcast or this statement, I call upon all members of the Central Committee, well meaning, to be in Luanshya by 9 o'clock on Saturday. We start the meeting so that by lunchtime we are done. Otherwise, I want to tell all members of NDC countrywide that have not been expelled and that cannot be expelled by 4 people. Why do you want the issue of the alliance to destroy NDC? Why? Why? Wakafumba. Why? Wamisizatanga. UPND as UPND. If we have no problems with UPND in an alliance, but to tell us that all of you come and stand on UPND and the alliance shall be called UPND Alliance, that's an insult. That's not respecting NDC. So we inform the nation on Saturday after the Central Committee deliberates on this issue. Our constitution is very clear. There is no case whatsoever in our disciplinary code which says when the president and other members refuse to go into an alliance for bad conditions, then they can be expelled. God bless Zambia. Thank you very much.